What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, FACCI'S Cinema. Hope you guys are having a good week. One day later than usual. It's Wednesday, so we're that much closer to the weekend. And this restream is bullshit, and it always lags. And I apologize for that, everyone who tunes into this, whatever this channel is. But I'm glad to be here. It's, like I said many, many times, all about the community, all about the amazing people that tune in each and every week. And tonight, going to wrap up the horror franchise fights for part 2s. Can't do it by myself. So, who'd I bring on? Actually, I haven't had him on the channel in a while. Talk about my good buddy Brett, the Burt man from Good Real Hunting. Oh, my bad. Devil Ghostface. Horny Ghostface. Oh my gosh. How horny are you, bud? Super horny. He has 2 of them. And he's doing stuff under the table. I'm done. And let me change this background because it's making me sick. Oh, shit. I thought it was somebody else, but it was actually just Brett. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Horny. No, I'm just kidding.
Horny.
No, I'm doing good. How is everybody?
It's going good. It seems like, I don't even know. When's the last time you were on? It seems like it's been a while.
Forever, man. You're just moving up on the world, and you're just leaving people like me, man. And I'm just a little heartbroken, you know? I'm not one of the cool kids. You know, the cool kids tries to seem to fit in. Wherever that song is, but I think Paramore sang that song.
I think it is. I actually don't remember the last time you were on, to be honest.
I don't think it was a watch party.
I don't know.
I don't know about that, but I just know Saturn Video saying Dead by Daylight Ghostface, and that's exactly the mask.
That is. I've never played that game, but I know of the game and it's Dead by Daylight Devilface.
Yeah, I have to have something to hang it up, and I wanted to wear the mask. I'm like, hopefully nobody sees it when I put this thing on. Luckily, it all worked out, so.
All righty. But I'm glad to have you on. It's just good to have you back on, buddy. It's been a little while, so good that you're here. Let's say hello to who's in the chat so far. We got amazing people, as always. We got Big Rod. We got some FACCI'S Cinema guy. What a fucking douchebag. Kim, my sister, what's up? Chester, what's up? Antonis. Let's see who else we got. Ashton, sure I'll get canceled for something. We got Brooke in the chat. Always a pleasure to see Brooke. Wow, restream is junk. Sorry, restream, don't kill me. Blu-ray Addict, what's up, Blue? Mark from Saturn Video, what's up? Chad, how's it going, Chad? Courtney Reed, what's up, Court? How you doing, buddy? He smells socks in here. He smells stinking socks in here. That's what he said.
That's my sock.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tiger.
Good.
Camp Flashback, what's going on? I thought I saw Court say something else. Adrian James, what's up? Mark says, I don't know what this channel is. I don't either, buddy. I'm just here doing the best I can. Byron Weaver, what's up, buddy?
Hey, speaking of Courtney real quick, he told me to turn his lights, to turn my porch lights off. And I, you know what? Enough is enough. I will not tolerate your bullying. And I'm going to do the thing you least expect me to do. I'm turning those porch lights off and I'm not going to turn back on until he apologizes. So, bye-bye.
They're up. It's so dark and scary down there in Brettville, USA.
Only
Courtney already left.
I'll turn back on.
Courtney left, so you're going to be in the dark for the rest of the show.
Sorry, my drink is like so carbonated. That's why I'm hiccuping all over the place. So I'm sorry.
You're good. Gene Whitacombe, what's up? How are you? Let's see if I missed anybody else. All right. Okay. So it's just me, myself, and the guy in the dark downstairs. He's very brave. Anybody could be behind him at any point in time. Because you are the dark. Yeah. Like Longlegs could be right behind you, just sitting back there in the corner. Oh, he's there. Court says he's sorry. He's sorry. Ah, damn it.
Oh, he's sorry? Okay, I'll turn back on. I appreciate the apology.
He's sorry.
Holy crap.
He's back. He's back. So tonight, we're finishing up part two's horror franchises. There's, how many's left? 16 movies left to crown a champion in which movie is the best out of these part twos. Brett, you said you've seen all of these movies tonight except for two, if I'm not mistaken.
Except for two, and luckily they're going head to head. And I definitely know just our horror fandom and like what people have perceived both of these movies. I know exactly which one I'm going to pick.
Well, that is what I like to hear. So we will start off the first matchup of the night. And how this goes, Brett, we each get our pick. If we agree, I don't have to drop it into the chat for them to vote on it. But if we differ, that's when we got to put the poll out and have the fans
we
decide.
definitely differ.
Probably.
Because
Big
we're going to need their help.
Brett was born in the dark. He merely adopted it. So he's like Bane. I don't know. He's Batman. He's Batman. Bane was born in it. We have Aliens, the smash follow-up to Alien, going up against the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Ooh. Which movie is moving on?
All right. I want to pull up your bracket real quick. So Aliens and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, if I'm sure some of the followers have heard this from me before, but just in case if you're new to me in this particular opinion, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is the only real horror movie in the entire horror movies I've ever watched. I can't finish it. I don't know what it is. I just can't finish it. It's like after the 30-minute point, I either fall asleep or I turn it off of boredom. Or I'm just on TikTok, and I'm not going to disrespect the movie while I'm on TikTok. I just shut off the movie. And I don't know what it is. I guess it's so the complete opposite vibes of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And to me, if you want to be a successful sequel, you have to do double of what the original tried to do. Even if you fail, at least you gotta have that blueprint twice as more. Even Scream 2, which I'm sure we'll talk about that movie later on, even describes it best. Even Randy says it. Carnage Candy. And talk about Carnage Candy. And just, the movie just gives you that little sweetness. It's Aliens, baby. So this one is actually an easy matchup for me. Aliens for the W.
And I'm not going to hate on you for not finishing Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. A lot of people like it. I mean, it's quirky. It's trying to be fun. I don't know. It's kind of annoying, really.
And talk about horny Ghostface. We got horny Leatherface in that movie.
Yeah, he's trying to bang Stretch, using the saw as a penis. Yeah, he just wants a girlfriend. That's all.
He watched Seven, and he figured he'd try it. But
Bill Moseley's good. I mean, his character is kind of annoying as well as a Chop Top. It's not a movie I want to rewatch, really. I don't like it that much. Aliens, I've only ever seen it one time, but it was really good the one time I saw it. I mean, it's a classic in the horror genre for sure. A step up above Alien, of course, because you get multiple alien. You get a lot of alien shit in that one, unlike the first one, which is more like haunted house type of deal. But it's a good ride. Ripley's fantastic. Sigourney Weaver's just a gem that was in the Gorge for like 3 minutes. So there's always that. I gotta go with Aliens as well. That was a very, very easy one. So
sweet.
Aliens. Moving on. And speaking of Scream 2, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Scream 2 going up against A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Ooh, tough matchup.
It is.
Oh, man. Me first?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, mentioned Scream 2 earlier. Definitely it knows the pretty much the blueprint of what it is to have a successful horror sequel. As someone said in the chat, Tana said, I love when Randy says more blood, more gore. That's correct, to go along with that carnage candy. But here's the problem. Over the years, as much as I love Scream 2 has kind of gone down for me, and it's because the middle act of the movie is so extremely slow. Yeah, exactly. It's
For
so
sure.
slow. It kind of takes me out of the movie a little bit. Wow. This is kind of weird too, because Nightmare on Elm Street 2 Freddy's Revenge, I used to not like that movie a whole lot, but now absolutely love the film. The practical effects in that movie are just incredible. I get it to some people that it is indeed, and hopefully I don't get canceled, the gayest horror movie of all time. But you know what? It is what it is. It's just it doesn't shy away for what it wanted to be. It goes for it. To me, this is the scariest Freddy Krueger we've ever gotten on screen, in my opinion. It goes, you got the body, I got the brain. Like, and the brain looks so freaking excellent. Mark Patton, just freaking the Scream queen of guys, or just the Scream king at that point. So I'm actually just 5 years ago, I would have gone with Scream 2, but
Me
now
too.
I'm going with Freddy's Revenge.
What a choice. Let me see. Jamie. What's up, Jamie Hart? I thought I saw Fight the Good Fight. What's going on? Welcome
Hey,
in.
Jamie.
Welcome in. I kind of agree with you. Scream 2. What's up, Herbert? Scream 2. I mean, I used to love that movie a lot. I mean, I still love Mickey. He's one of my favorite ghost faces for sure. But like you said, that middle act of that movie is just a drag to get through. Nothing's really happening. A lot of investigation stuff between Dewey and Gale, and that whole thing, and then obviously Jerry O'Connell and Sid doing their thing. So it kind of, oh yeah, kill. Yeah, there's a kill right there. So I agree with that one for sure. In A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Revenge, like you said, this is a movie before I really had no interest, to be honest. Now, it's my favorite in the franchise. So, of course, I'm going to go with Freddy's Revenge. Freddy's the scariest he ever been. The makeup looks great. The pool scene is iconic. Whenever he comes out of Jesse's body, mwah, chef's kiss. Sure, it's a little bit gay. Who cares? He's dancing, putting clothes away. Who doesn't do that? I'm just saying. I do it all
Hey,
the
I
time.
did it in a skit video, and no one's called me out for it. So why are you calling my boy Mark Patton now?
It's good dancing. Mark has good dance moves. And Jesse is a great final girl / guy. Whatever. DeQuandre says A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is better than the OG Halloween by a lot. Now, that's a hot take right there. And I don't know how I feel about it. Kind of
Hey,
mad.
I respect the
I respect
balls
it,
from
yeah.
that commenter right there. I appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, not everybody got to like Halloween. It is at this point, it's kind of getting a little bit overrated, but I think that's just because fatigue kind of set in with Halloween and whatnot. But it's still a great movie.
And I'll tell this about Scream 2. This upset Nightmare on Elm Street 2 over Scream 2. Hopefully you got that on camera.
Yes, I got that on film. So, what's up, Aaron Click? How are you doing, buddy? So, that is a consensus pick. I saw a lot of love for Nightmare 2 in the chat as well. So, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Moving on. So easy, so easy. Okay, this one, I've only seen one of these two movies, so your vote's gonna really count. But I think I know which way you're gonna go. We got Poltergeist 2 versus Strangers Pray at Night.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think we need to let the chat vote on this one, because I'm in the exact same boat as you are, and I don't think it's fair for us to judge something. I think we should let the chat vote on it.
Good enough for me. I'll drop it in now. A movie that I hated
Because I have
originally.
not seen Poltergeist 2, just for the simple fact that I can't, like, I'll watch the original Poltergeist, but anything after that with the little girl, I can't watch it just because of that documentary I watched on Shudder that just talks about her. I can't do it because it breaks my heart.
All right. The poll is in the chat. If I had to go with anything, obviously I'm going Pray at Night. It's just such a fun little 90-minute slasher that I was unjustly cruel towards when it first came out. Walked out of that theater, was like, what the hell was that? That's not what I wanted from a Strangers movie. And then that's one of those movies where you need to watch it more than one time. For me, anyway. Watching it the second time, just realizing what it was trying to be. An homage, showing love to all those 80s slashers that I love. And it's just a different kind of Strangers movie. The first one was Home Invasion. Second one was Slasher. And now I don't ever go back to watch the first one, even though I do like that movie. I only watch Pray at Night, because Pray at Night is just a fun movie with a fun soundtrack. The Strangers have a little bit more personality in this one, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah, Pray at Night, yeah, when it first came out, I'm like, what again, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 kind of effect. We just did something completely opposite from the original, and I love the original Strangers. So, but I thought it was still a fine movie. I think just when I gave this movie a rewatch, I really enjoyed it a lot more. And then, of course, at the time, our particular fan, or like our circle or YouTube circle, the love for this movie really shot up, and that's when I really learned to appreciate this movie. Yes, my co-host Brad has a lot of problems with this movie.
Yes, he does.
But even then, I think he can still have a good time with it, just, making fun of it. So whether you love the movie or you hate the movie, you're still going to talk about the movie. So if you do that, you win as a movie in general, especially as a sequel.
We're gonna let, while the chat in that poll marinates a little bit, we'll leave it sit down there, and we will move on to the next one. Make sure it gets the justice it deserves. I don't know about this next one. I don't know. We got Jaws 2 going up against Evil Dead 2. Interesting one. And I guess it all depends if you like the Evil Dead franchise, really.
Yeah, that's all it's really going to depend on the end of the day. And honestly, too, it also just depends as well what kind of Evil Dead fan that you are. Because to me, a lot of people, like, to me, this is my opinion, I love the serious and the scarier aspect of the Evil Dead, aka The Evil Dead, Evil Dead Remake 2023, and of course, Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Scary as all get out. And then, of course, then you have your other side where you have Evil Dead 2 and the Army of Darkness, where it's just goofy, corny, cheesy. It's Gouda fun. It's a lot of fun movies. So I'm the serious fan of that. But Jaws 2, it is a really good sequel. But it's just the problem with that is it doesn't outlive or just doesn't outdone what the original Jaws does. But again, I give it praise for being a good sequel. It does the job with the blueprint, but I think it definitely gets lost in the shuffle with just the greatness of Jaws, while Evil Dead 2 is definitely a top contender at a lot of people's Evil Dead rankings at that number one spot. So we're going to have to take that into consideration, and we're going with Evil Dead 2.
It looks like we're going to have another vote here, because I'm going Jaws 2 in this instance. I am not the biggest fan of the Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2. I know it's blasphemy, probably. Maybe I got into the franchise too late. I don't know, but I do not connect with those. You probably got into them late too. Later, like I did.
Yeah. So yeah, certainly did. I got late into that series, and and that was during the time where I was just trying to find me the scariest and darkest horror movies, and that's why I really attached to the Evil Dead side, the serious side versus the goofy side of it.
I mean, like you said, Jaws 2. I mean, obviously it doesn't live up to the original, but you still get Sheriff Brody. You still get the same vibes, the same look of the original for sure. I mean, I'm just a sucker for a good old fashioned shark movie, if I'm being honest. I love the coastal town. I love that atmosphere. I mean, why would there be another shark doing the same shit again? But it's Jaws.
It's his twin brother Romerdo.
He goes to SeaWorld next, so you never know what these sharks are going to do. Big Rod, you shut your face. Hope a shark attacks Bo Nix.
Hey,
that's
no,
mean.
Please do. It will help the Chiefs out greatly.
Don't mess with my boy Bo Nix. That's rude. Yeah. So it looks like we're gonna have a poll for that one. 56% of the votes went to Poltergeist 2. So, very shocked on that one, but had to let the people speak, and they just eliminated a movie I would have loved to see win. So,
God, me and my big mouth and dumbass suggestions.
Yep, Strangers Trade Night would have moved on, but I don't even know why I'm going to do this.
But we have to do what's right. We're going to determine the best of the ability, and I'm high on integrity. I thought we did the right move.
So now I'm putting in the next one. I think I already know which way it's going to go, but got to do it since.
Do your thing, chat.
Do your thing, cuz. And I know I got canceled a lot because of the Evil Dead talk. I'm sorry. I'm just not the biggest fan. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll rewatch them.
And you don't like what you don't like.
I love 2013. Absolutely love 2013. Evil Dead Rise was fine. I don't think it was as good as Evil Dead 2013, but it was still decent. Okay. I've only seen this movie once. We have the original Dawn of the Dead going up against Saw 2.
Ooh.
I know Dawn of the Dead is a classic.
It is.
But I don't rewatch it.
This is where I get canceled. I'm not the biggest fan of pretty much anything within that particular franchise except for Night of the Living Dead, the original in the 60s. That's the only one I really love. And I watched it way more times than I even imagined of me rewatching a movie. And I hardly rewatch a movie. Go away. So, sorry. It's sometimes my computer screen loves to talk. But... Yeah, Dawn of the Dead, I respect what it did. And plus, I'm just a fan of the remake of the Zack Snyder version of it instead. But I know this ain't the version we're not necessarily talking about, so I can't put that in consideration. But for Saw 2, if there's a movie in the Saw franchise, I have to pick over the original. Saw 2 is that movie because I thought it did everything beyond what a sequel is supposed to do. Love the house, love the traps, even though that dumbass girl, like she had like the easiest trap of them all. Like she fucked that up. And then plus the twist at the very end was almost better than the twist in the original, almost. So just Saw 2 just does everything the absolute correct way. That's the game I want to play for a sequel. So give me some Saw 2.
Yep, you definitely were opposite of the chat on that one because
I know, like I'll get canceled.
No, pretty much everybody said Dawn of the Dead except for maybe one person. So I've only seen Dawn of the Dead one time. I mean, it was filmed about an hour away from me, so that's pretty cool. That adds a little something. Even though the mall set sold to Walmart, so yeah, you know what that means. Walmart incoming. Like you said, I'm not the biggest fan of those movies. Unfortunately, I also don't really like Saw 2 that much.
But Slasher Goodness is your name.
I love the first one. The second one's fine. I don't know. I really don't know on this one.
Go with your gut. Actually, no, your gut's on the Food Channel right now. So let me do it this way. On the count of 5, first movie that comes to your mind, you're not allowed to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First movie, go.
Saw 2.
Okay, there you go. But that's your answer.
Saw 2. Moving on. Based on, obviously, I've seen it multiple times. I saw it in the theater. Was a Halloween tradition for many years. And Donnie Wahlberg's in it, and he's entertaining. So
Anyways,
I know that's breaking the hearts. I'm sorry. Saw 2. Moving on to the next round. I'm sorry.
And guess what? We're even. You took away Strangers Pray at Night. We took away Dawn of the Dead.
And let me end the other poll because that is decided by a mile. Evil Dead wins that one 60% to 40%. I guess it was a little bit closer than I thought. But Evil Dead 2, moving on. Alrighty.
And someone called me the devil in the chat, and damn right I'm the devil. Why do you think I got this baby?
The proof is in the pud.
Damn right.
Next up. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry, dude. You got weird taste too, though. I think you like Aliens 3 over the other ones, so I mean, come on, Mark.
Ooh, interesting opinion. Respect.
Okay, this is the one. Aaron, click unsubscribe. That's what I'm talking about.
Shit.
Phantasm 2 versus The Stepfather 2. This is the one that Brett has not seen either one.
Unfortunately not. But just from listening to the horror community over the years, one movie is always brought up. Yeet. Hey, Chester. Yeet. Yeetamania. But there's one opinion I definitely hear about, especially when we dive into the horror sequels within a horror community. A lot comes up with one particular movie, and that's Phantasm 2. So, unfortunately, I haven't seen both movies, but Phantasm 2, I hear nothing but excellent things about, while The Stepfather 2 quality goes way down. So, give me Phantasm 2.
Phantasm 2 is the correct answer. Phantasm 2 is amazing. Stepfather 2 is fine. I'm a little confused how he came back to life after the first one, but, you know, it's a horror movie, so they make that shit happen. Phantasm 2 definitely kicks it up a notch compared to the first one, which I do love the first one as well. More tall man action, more of an action horror movie in the second one, so that's an easy one. Phantasm 2 for me.
You can't forget about the sphere, though, because I will admit, when I watched the first one, the sphere is so badass. I'm like, I want more sphere. I want more silver balls. Yeah, I want that. That should be on your freaking Christmas tree. I'm not sure why it's freaking there. But I'll just tell you this. From the second one, I heard there's more sphere balls, so I need to put that on my watch list. Maybe on my 14 days of new horror movie watches coming in May.
Hell yeah.
I finally check that out. That's how I checked out the original, so why not continue that tradition?
It's a good idea. And Ashton says, yeet, this isn't the WWE.
Hey, Ashton. There we go. He'll know what that means.
He knows what that means. Okay.
No yeet.
This one, we're going to save this other one for last. The next one, we got, should be an easy one. Child's Play 2 going up against Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows.
Okay, well, I'm making this one easy. Just keep that damn movie in the freaking shadows. And while Chucky, it's playtime, baby. Always give me Child's Play 2, and I'll save more of my thoughts on that movie in the next round. Because, come on, guys, that's an easy one.
It is. But I did rewatch Blair Witch Book of Shadows, and I liked it a lot. I had a good time with it.
Okay.
I didn't remember it. I've seen it one time before my last rewatch. I didn't like it, but this time I thought it was good. A little trippy. Kind of, I don't know what witches would do. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But Child's Play 2 is my favorite in the Child's Play franchise, which a lot of people's favorite in that franchise. So, you don't fuck with the Chuck. I think that's a different one, maybe. They don't say that in that one, do they? They don't fuck with the Chuck. Is that the third one?
Right there.
Well, I don't know. See,
it's the third one.
Some people like Books of Shadows. See, some people like it. It's not bad.
Okay, well, respect.
But yep, Child's Play 2 easily. Moving on.
I just love Jamie's comment. Blair Witch 2. I love that stupid movie. I'm pretty sure that's not something you're supposed to say about a movie you like, but I love it. That's funny.
Books of Shadows is a fun movie. I actually like Book of Shadows. So, there are people out there that like it.
Yes.
This is the one that's could possibly break my heart. We got Terrifier 2 going up against Friday the 13th Part 2.
Oh. That's like trying to pick my favorite child. Oh my god. Okay, trying to distract myself for a moment. I just love the YouTube name right there, of Fight the Good Fight. That just reminds me of Stifler from American Wedding. You keep fighting the good fight. Oh my god. Great YouTube name. All right, back to the serious task at hand. I'm going to have to walk myself through this one because honestly, I don't know. Because Terrifier 2... great sequel because it actually has a story plot. Whether you agree it's good or bad, at least it actually has a story plot.
It does.
And Art the Clown definitely does double the stuff that he did in the original. I know we're celebrating, so this is bad already. My screen thinks I'm going to pick Terrifier 2. Art the Clown's better. Sienna Shaw, played by Lauren Lavera, she finally got her big break, and she was freaking not only... looks so freaking so powerful looking character, so sexy. She does a great job playing that character of Sienna Shaw. So Laura Lavera, you beautiful soul. You'll definitely be one of the great final girls of the 2020s, maybe possibly of all time now. But you have to go up against one of the original great final girls in freaking Jenna from Friday the 13th Part 2, along with another badass villain. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing, Jason Voorhees. Wait, let me fix my hole. Shh. Oh no, I fucked it up. You ungrateful sons of bitches. My wife and me worked on these for 6 hours. I'm going home. Damn it, Frank. Anyways, Jason Voorhees, though, great. And I just love all the kills. Of course, Matt, as you know, it has my all-time favorite kill in the history of horror. Is the Mark the wheelchair kill. No! I know.
He killed the guy.
God, see, I really respect the fuck out of both of these movies. I really, truly do. But I'm going to go to the one that just kind of had my heart first versus having my heart second. Friday the 13th Part 2.
There's a lot of love for Friday in the chat.
And that's not because I dislike Terrifier or all that. I love everything that is Terrifier. It's just... Friday the 13th is kind of like it's my all-time favorite horror franchise, or one of them, and I just love it very much. And yes, Blu-ray, that is the greatest scene in Django. You damn right it is. That, or it's the big house. You're talking about the big house, right?
You're right. Terrifier 2 definitely upped the ante in the Terrifier franchise. It gave it a story. It gave us one of the sexiest final girls I've ever seen in my life. Cool kills,
brutal kills too.
But like somebody said in the chat, you gotta do it for a lot more years than just a couple. Jason been doing it since 1981, and that movie, that's when the franchise started for a lot of people. A lot of people don't even consider that first movie. I guess kind of the same situation with Terrifier, really. A lot of people don't even watch the first one. They just go right to the second one. But you get Sackhead Jason, you get some cool kills. I mean, you got the camp. Camp is a huge set piece, which I love very much. Gotta go Friday the 13th Part 2. I mean, it's my favorite, my second favorite in the franchise. So, gotta go with it.
Yeah, and again, that's just such a tough scene too, and this is just based on our opinion. It's just Matt actually brought up the greatest point you have to think about with this matchup. It's just who has done it longer, who has had over those years to build. And every Friday the 13th, everybody watches this movie. What necessarily is a time where you rewatch Terrifier 2? So a lot of elements, but yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2 just has done it a lot longer and just has gained that fandom and that loyalty a lot longer too. So Matt, great point when you were talking about it.
So that moved on. We're down to the Elite Eight. And I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't. So, first matchup. Aliens versus Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge.
I don't want to get canceled again.
I know which one is the better movie.
I know easily which one's the better movie, but we're talking about what's the best sequel. Because I'll just let you know two things. Again, some of you already know this about me, but if you're new to me, you're about to learn something, and you probably might not like me after this. I prefer Alien over Aliens. Always have and always will. And in my opinion, it's not even close. And secondly, I'm not the biggest fan of Aliens. I think honestly it's overrated, in my opinion. Like, everything is great about it, but what takes it out of me is that it's more action than it is a horror movie. And what makes that original Alien so great is it has those horror elements to it versus all those action elements to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the direction they went with the franchise after that. And that, to me, I feel like was honestly a mistake. But that's just my opinion. But last time I checked, it still made its money. So I think they made the right call too. But man, speaking of scary, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, again, the practical effects, the scariness of Freddy, the seriousness of Freddy just makes me freaking queasy, along with that freaking shower scene that makes me queasy, because I just know everybody got that towel whip every now and then. Even the females, I know y'all do the towel whip as well. Don't lie to me. So I'm going to go with probably the biggest upset everybody's could even consider doing a biggest upset. This is like a 16th seed over a 1 seed. So I am going with a Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
And you're not wrong about the upset, because Aliens was Alien was number 1 in the whole tournament.
I noticed that. So
getting beat by a 24th ranked movie.
That's even worse. You're not helping my cause of being canceled. You're not getting canceled here.
I gotta go with Freddy's Revenge as well. It's just, it's Freddy at his scariest. I mean, how can you beat it? Yeah, I mean, Aliens is great. No, we're not saying that it isn't. But I do kind of agree. It is definitely leaning towards that sci-fi action more than the horror aspect. You got a lot of aliens. You got a lot of alien action. Get away from her, you bitch. I believe the line is "Stay away from her, you bitch." Even though he fucked that up, he's wrong. You got a hard on for Cameron. Yeah, Freddy's Revenge. It's getting a lot of love recently. Most people have that ranked pretty high in their rankings. I don't really rewatch the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise that much, but if I'm going to, probably going to be part 2.
I'll put it on, yeah.
Either part 2 or a Dream Master guy. So I watched that one.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, where did that comment go? Big Rob brings up an excellent point too, as he says Aliens is to Alien as Terminator 2 is to the Terminator, even though he put Terminate. But I got what you mean, man. And I'll be honest with you too, I'm Team Terminator over T2. Because again, I love that horror aspect to it. But that particular franchise, I understand why it had to go to action because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that made sense.
Yeah.
But the Alien franchise, it did not make sense, in my opinion, to go action over the horror aspect of it. So again, I respect what Aliens has done in movie history. It's not... Again, I think it's overrated, but I still respect for what it did to cinema history.
There it is. I know it's wrong. I know it may not be right.
But I don't want to be right.
but it's feeling good. And Freddy's Revenge made it to the final four, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the next one's tough for me. So, Poltergeist 2 versus Evil Dead 2. So I don't really have a pick in this one, to be honest.
Well, I easily got a pick on this one. I'm going to go with the groovy man, Ash Williams, because he makes that movie so damn fun, along with a couple of little scary elements to it. While Poltergeist 2, again, as I said before, hard for me to watch that movie because of just reading the everything, all the bad stuff that happened to the little girl within those movies. So it kind of just sets me the wrong way. And so the only real one I'll rewatch again is the original Poltergeist. But Evil Dead 2 definitely, I think, wins this matchup by a country mile.
I put the poll in the chat. I think they're gonna go the same way, but figured I don't have a dog in the fight, and so I'll let them decide. To be fair. So while they vote on that one, we'll move on to the other side of the bracket where we have Saw 2 going up against Phantasm 2, which you haven't seen.
Saw 2 and Phantasm 2. Yeah, again, but I respect Phantasm 2 just because of what the horror community has always shared with me on that movie and the greatness. So that's why I'm looking forward to seeing it. But I just don't think it's really that fair for me to judge this because especially if this is an Elite 8 matchup. But I will just implore you all that I really think Saw 2 is definitely my second favorite movie within the franchise. I think it just does the sequelness to a horror sequel absolutely the right way and more. And I feel like that movie should be studied when it comes to the terms of great, successful horror sequels. So give me Saw 2 still.
Saw 2? I'm going Phantasm 2. I'm a Phantasm guy.
You just wanted to vote, you bastard.
No. I am definitely a Phantasm guy. Absolutely love that franchise. Not talked enough about enough. I know it's a little weird. It's a little out there. But I really enjoy it. So we're going to put that one to a vote. I'm going to end the other poll because that was just total destruction. 86% of the vote went to Evil Dead 2, which is what I thought would happen. So I will drop in this next poll. Thank you guys very much for helping us out here because it's going to create a fair winner. Because last time I did one of these, I think Friday the 13th won, and then people just said I was a homer, and I fixed the whole thing. So maybe I did.
You gotta live it sometimes.
There's no refs here. There's no refs. Saw 2.
Well, I bought them off, so that's why they're not here tonight.
That makes sense. New poll in the chat. Feel free to vote on it, ladies and gentlemen. We have another brutal matchup. Brutal. I don't want to do this one. I don't. We have Friday the 13th Part 2 versus Child's Play 2.
No, I can't do this anymore.
It's cutting deep here, ladies and gentlemen.
Just when I thought the previous matchup is like picking between two of your favorite children, now think about if you had triplets and you got to pick out which is your favorite triplet. Like...
Man, oh man.
Damn it. Okay, well, let me talk about Child's Play 2, because I really didn't talk about much about that movie from the previous round. Child's Play 2, again, definitely does what the original, like what a horror sequel is supposed to do. Double everything. Double the kills, double the Chuck. And they finally figured out, too, that everybody wants to fuck with the Chuck.
Yes.
Wear protection when you do it. But even though he's all rubber, technically, so you're actually quite fine, honestly. So no reason to fear safety of your bedroom stuff when it comes to Chucky. But we get a good final girl in this one. We get Kyle, who is really, really good in this movie. I love the finale of this movie, of the Toy Factory. So creative, so much fun to do all that, just to go crazy with the practical effect work on that. Andy, the Mr. Barkley, Lil Barkley himself. Definitely a major improvement in this movie than he was in the original movie because he had a couple of years of acting under his belt. So those are all the kind words I can say about Child's Play 2. But again, we got such a freaking icon that is Jason Voorhees, or AKA I can't see fucking shit out of this thing, and Jenna, who is that's just to me a better fighting duo than it is freaking Andy and Chucky as well. I would say Child's Play 2 wins the environment factor in the third act, while the actual best fighting goes to Jenny and Jason Voorhees. And what entertains me more is not necessarily the background or the setting, even though it really helps enhance it, but it's the people you put into the environment that makes all the difference in the world. So for that deductive reasoning, and you leave Fernando's name out of this, Aaron, he's deflated right now. So he's going through a rough patch. So with that in mind and all of that explanation, I'm going to go with Friday the 13th Part 2.
Holy buckets of blood. Yeah. Yeah. Friday the 13th Part 2. A classic film. One of the best ones in the franchise, just like Child's Play 2. Both bring a little bit something different to the table. Like you said, the third act of Child's Play 2 is fantastic. The Toy Factory did what a sequel's supposed to do. Up the ante. Gave us I like the final act of Part 2 way better than the first one. But if I got both of these movies in front of me and I'm going to pick one to watch and I can only pick one, I'm going Friday the 13th Part 2 every day of the week. It's just, I don't know. It's a comfort movie, really. It just makes me feel all nice and warm and fuzzy, and it's Jason in his purest, form. Nothing crazy, no hulking muscles, just a normal guy in a one-eyed potato sack, because that's what you do when your brain isn't fully functioning. Sorry, Jason. I apologize.
But I'll tell you this, too. Don't fuck with the Chuck unless if you're just like that girl who likes to fuck with the puck.
Ooh. Nothing's better than a big hunk of wood. I didn't hear her complain.
Hey, out of the two movies, which one should I pick? How about you pick the one with the puck?
The one with the puck. You mean hockey?
And plus, she does the courtesy spray, too. You gotta always consider that. Like, she was a sweetheart, and just,
Paul! Somebody in this fucking room! You're not helping, though, Jenny. You're just sitting there. You fucking bum.
Well, she's just analyzing the room before she makes her move. And fight the good fight. You say it's all about the sweater. Is that from the Part 2, or are we talking about the mysterious sweater in Part 5?
The one that's there, and then not there, and then she's crawling on the ground backwards, and then, there again. And yeah, we got a problem, though. We got a situation here brewing. The poll for the last one is tied 50-50, so somebody got to fucking choose something.
Oh, man. But before...
Anybody.
I'll say this, though. I wanted to address this because I heard some rumors going around. Atanas, Fernando, time to get deported. No, actually, luckily for him, he is legal, and he's here to stay. I got his paperwork. I just redid it, and Fernando is here to stay with all of his freaking chest hair and manhood.
Fernando!
Yeah. It's just his evil twin brother. His ass got deported. He needed to. He was an asshole.
He is an asshole. Okay, Friday the 13th Part 2 is moved on. And, the other poll is still tied at 50. There's 19 people in here. There's only 14 votes. Anybody, click on a movie. We got to know. And then the poll will close as soon as it changes. Anybody, click.
And we got 19 people watching, so one vote is all that matters.
Somebody got to vote. Anybody at all. And as soon as it changes, that's the end of the game. Let's see. Oh, end of the game. Oh, no. Wait. End of the game. End of the game. So the winner is Phantasm. 54% to 46%.
Holy macadamians, guys.
Macadamian nuts. So, the final four has been set. I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know. Wait a minute. Where's Halloween 2? Oh, wait, that got eliminated a long time ago.
Who eliminated Halloween 2?
Halloween 2 got eliminated by Child's Play 2.
Okay, that's fair. Like, I know that's just a tough draw, but that's fair.
So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final four action. Coming at you. And Freddy's Revenge versus Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
This is it.
This is where the fun stops, unfortunately, for me. This is where the Cinderella story goes to die, unfortunately. Because, again, love Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. You've pretty much heard me blabber about how much I love this movie. But are we going to go with what I personally think, or what we going to go what this tournament is actually here to do, determine the actual best horror sequel movie? If we're going to do that, and I'm a man of integrity, I got to play it fair. I got to go with the groovy one. I got to go with Evil Dead 2, because the one big compliment I always have for the Evil Dead franchise is that the franchise as a whole is so consistent with how very damn good their movies are. So give me Evil Dead 2.
In what better way?
You're not ready for that movie to die, aren't you?
Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge for me. No, there's no better way to end these than with the poll. It just makes a lot of sense. But I already said it, I'm not an Evil Dead guy, so I'm not really the biggest fan of Evil Dead 2. Nightmare 2, fantastic. Freddy is a sexy son of a bitch. If Freddy's Revenge loses, I unsub. Hey, don't unsub. Yeah. I voted for Freddy's Revenge, so you blame the people in the chat if they choose otherwise, which they might. They probably are. I'm losing a sub.
My thing is, I never negotiate with the T word, so I never negotiate.
Here we go. What?
I just don't want to say that word on stream, but...
What movie wins? Oh, okay. Don't know why you're typing in the wrong fucking spot. Freddy's Revenge versus Evil Dead 2. Dropped in the chat. Let's see who's moving on to the final. Oh my gosh! That's a word right there, my friend.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't want to say it, but
anyways. Don't say it. Ashton wouldn't expect anything less from a Broncos fan. Look who's talking, Drake May. Go back and bale some hay, loser. Just kidding. I mean, I don't hate Drake May. Right. He's fine. This one should be easy. Phantasm 2 going up against Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah, I got no quick. I'll just do a quick explanation on that one. It is definitely going to be Friday the 13th Part 2. Again, respect all the popular opinions I have been hearing about Phantasm 2. And even in the chat tonight, who has really have moving Phantasm 2 up on my horror watch list. And you know what? I'm going to make an announcement tonight. For year 5 of the Brett Man's 14 days of new horror movie watches, I am the number 14th person that picks the movie for myself to watch. But you are going to pick it instead. I'm going to add Phantasm 2 to that list. But for tonight, Friday the 13th Part 2.
Friday the 13th Part 2 always wins these things, and people say it's fake. Come on, guys.
But you always go back to it.
It's just
At
something
least
about
it. A year, you go back to it.
Friday the 13th Part 2 for me. I just can't get enough sack inside me. I will have as much sack as I want. I'll nibble on it for lunch. I'm not talking about the... Never mind. We're not going to talk about it. Talking about the potato sack bag, you perverts.
The Idaho versions. They got the best sacks.
Idaho. Friday the 13th Part 2 easily. Not that I mean, I do like Phantasm too, but just, I don't know. Friday the 13th Part 2 just sucks you right in.
Hey, fight the good fight. It's all about the sack, dude. If you love the sack, then you should check out Good Real Hunting. Me and Brad and Chris's three-way review on Friday the 13th Part 2 on our channel, because we actually have a sack counter for as many times as we mentioned the word sack on that particular video. I think you'll be highly entertained.
A lot of sack. Link to Good Real Hunting is down in the description box below. Feel free to subscribe for more content.
Please, dude, we're trying to get to 2,000 so I can do the greatest real horror awards of all time.
The greatest. Aren't they all the greatest, though?
They are, but this one is actually going to be the topic, the greatest of all time. So we go for all the years of horror to determine the actual winners of that. And right now for that, man, I got 91 categories. So
Holy balls.
I need 91 YouTube content creators.
That is a lot of content creators, my friend.
Yeah, dude, seriously, it's going to be a 3-day event. So if you want it, 2,000 subscribers is all we need. And for 22,500, I promise Brad, I will play with my first Ouija board.
I thought you were going to say play with something else. So I'm glad you went that way and not somewhere else. I will play with my dick.
Whatever I do, I'll wash my hands.
Yes. I won't touch a Ouija board. No, thank you. You get to 3,000, you got to say Candyman 5 times.
I'll do anything.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
That's what I'll do. 3,000, I'll have Brad say Bloody Mary 5 times in the mirror.
I don't do that. I don't play that game. Yep. Sent. FACCI'S Revenge. Moving on to the finals.
What? Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
58%.
Holy shit. We gave in to the T word. Damn it.
I mean, I didn't. They did. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. We all did. That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've arrived at the finale. I don't think I voted. I think I let the chat just decide this one last time. I'll do the same thing. We'll talk about it, but I'll let them pick who wins this whole thing, which I think I know where it's going to. Well, maybe I don't. We have A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, versus Friday the 13th Part 2. And I'm dropping the poll in the chat here in a second.
Oh, and Big Ross says Freddy versus Jason. Yes.
You better. I wouldn't have it any. Maybe I would have. If I like Halloween 2.
Circle.
If Halloween 2 was a little bit better, it probably would have made the final 4. But I don't like it.
I think it's just if it got to a better placement on the bracket, I would agree with that. But sometimes it's just what side of the bracket you're on. It don't matter if you're the best movie of all time. It's just it always takes that wrong side of the bracket to be a part of.
Alrighty. It's dropped in the chat. You guys are going to help decide the winner, just like you did the last time. But we'll talk about it. I don't know if I love Freddy's Revenge. Did I say I love it? I don't know if I love it. Well, I take it back. I don't love it. I like it. But I love Friday the 13th Part 2. Absolutely. 100%. Pop it, laying in bed, just pop the shit on. Just never gets old. No matter how many times I watch it. Something about it. It's just classic. It just reminds me of being little and being young and watching horror movies with my brother. So, Friday the 13th Part 2 all day for me.
Nice. And before I give my official pick, I did see Fight the Good Fight. Man, I'm just picking on you tonight, but you're getting a lot of good comments I'm reading here. Even though everybody's been fantastic tonight, I've been enjoying you guys so much. Love being on FACCI'S Cinema. Fight the Good Fight says, I just watched The Lodge last night. Such a good winter horror movie. Absolutely, it freaking is. It is freaking disturbing and perfect to put on in this 19-degree weather outside. It really sets you in the mood for that particular movie with how cold and dark it gets. Great movie. So I do highly suggest that movie as well.
Never seen it.
You need to. Especially right now, perfect time to watch it.
I was being really cold yesterday. Well, it's been cold for a while. I was gonna pop on the Shining last night. I thought that was appropriate.
Ooh, see, that's another good one to put on when it's cold. Or John Carpenter's The Thing too.
Another good one.
Yeah, dude, you just thought of me of a good idea for a topic maybe next week. Thanks, Dennis. So let's see here. Okay, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Friday the 13th Part 2. I love both of these movies. I really do. Both of them greatly appreciate. Each one does something different than the other. But again, I'm just gonna. I have to go with the one at this point of time. Just like what made me just take another step into my horror fandom, and that's the guy with the. Well, at the time I watched him, he had the freaking hockey mask on. But for this particular movie, he had the sack on. Love the sack. Again, Freddy in the second one, the darkest and to me the best Freddy I've seen, in my opinion. This is not necessarily the best Jason in part 2, but he's still iconic and different throughout the entirety of this franchise. And that's something you need within like 10 plus movies of your franchise. It's just something that will differentiate you from the other movies. And Jason with the sack head on definitely does the freaking trick on that. So my official pick for the best horror sequel in this particular tournament where all the brackets lie, I'm going Friday the 13th Part 2.
It's just we chose ours. I mean, I think I don't know. I didn't look at the poll yet. I didn't look. Oh my gosh! Never mind. It's close. I thought it would have been a little closer than that. Yeah.
Ooh, what is it?
It's a blowout. And the winner of the horror franchise fights for the part 2s is the one, the only, the Sack Attack. Friday the 13th Part 2 is the number 1 Part 2 out of these 32 horror franchises. And you can't say it was fixed because the chat picked it, not us. So, there you go.
And just because he won, I always got to show off this bad boy because it was my favorite horror celebrity interactions of one Mr. Gillette right here when he signed my Funko right here. And
Hell yeah.
when he asked me, is there anything you want me to write on it? And he goes, nope, never mind. I already know what to write on it. Literally, he's like, do you want me to write Die Bitch Die on it? Are you comfortable with doing that? I'm like, dude, that would be the biggest honor for a great story to tell on you. And he goes, all right, man. And he just freaking wrote it. He was such a prince in this movie. I know he gets a bad rap from people, but when I met him, he was really honestly a prince to me. So William Gillette, Jason 2, you deserve this win tonight, my friend. Even though technically you really didn't play the sack, but you're still my boy.
Okay, so I always get that confused. So Steve Dash played Jason throughout the movie. He was the one who dove through the window at the end.
Yes, correct.
I don't care.
That's why
I love
when you
him
go
either
to
way.
Gillette's table, it's always him with the coming out of the window.
It's an iconic ending scene too. You know, you don't see that coming. And then Muffins is that's a question right there. Muffins is dead, right? Because she was in the middle of the woods. So it was obviously a dream because she was one of the best transitions in a Friday the 13th ever. When it goes from the dead dog to a hot dog getting put on a plate. So thinking.
And plus, the greatest transition shot in horror movie history too.
So good.
And I agree with Big Rod too. No, I'm not saying some of you. I just kind of like the direction he was going with his message. Not really directly. It's just rewatch both of those movies back to back, and then tell me which one was better. that's a good idea, but not of the whole some of you, but just like I did. That's a good challenge. Watch both of those movies back to back and see which one that you want to rewatch again.
That's a good point. And Friday the 13th Part 2 just has a lot of rewatchability factor.
It truly does, man. So does Nightmare on Elm Street 2 for me as well. Like if I say, hey, pick a like 2 movies out of that Nightmare on Elm Street franchise just to watch. You got it, boss. Give me the original and the second one. Even though I actually no, I'm sorry. If you could pick 3, it'll be the first one, the third one, and then the second one. Sorry, gotta clean that up.
Jamie, I don't know. She says, is there a Sackhead Funko Pop? I don't know.
I want to say yes, there is, but I can easily check on that for you real quick because I know one place I know where it will be had.
Oh, Herbert, you're not wrong, man. That fire, the campfire scene, just another cherry on top for Friday the 13th Part 2. Paul's speech is fantastic.
That's fantastic.
And speaking of Paul, what do you think happened to him?
Oh wait, no, that's not a real one. Paul. Oh, I'll take from my favorite boy, Gorg, from Thor 3 Ragnarok. Oh no, Paul's dead. Yeah, I see him got stepped on the bridge.
There's no way Paul's dead. It doesn't make sense. Because he rescued Ginny.
Here it is.
That doesn't make sense.
Here you go, Jamie. It is. If it will, I'm planning on getting me a new camera and for my birthday in April. Sorry, let me try. No, damn it, it's not going to let me. But yeah, right there we go. Right here is a Walgreens exclusive, so very hard to find, but he does exist.
That's pretty cool.
Because I've been trying to look for the fucker too. And you would think that'd be more appropriate for William Gillette to sign. Or maybe Nash, but I don't think Nash is with us anymore. Can't remember.
No, I think he passed away.
Rest in peace.
Aaron Click says Part 2 is more entertaining throughout compared to Freddy's Revenge.
Yeah, and again, it's built that way, folks. So that's the thing. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 knew exactly the tone it wanted to be, and it did not shy away from it.
Really? Billy Judd. He said, an alternate ending shows Mrs. Voorhees' head smiling, indicating Paul's fate.
Yep.
It kind of does look like her face is smiling. It kind of does.
Well, it's supposed to, and then that's when the original came out that it just... Like, when you look at the original ending of the second one, I thought, in my opinion, that the eyes were going to pop open.
Me too.
Because I saw the actual face and all that, but then I think they just, again, went with that one with just nothing happening. Just because they will have a better effect as a scare tactic towards the end.
They do love their jump scares at the end of the Fridays.
It's kind of like The Conjuring with how they end their movies. They think they're going to give you with one last big scare, and then they're like, ha! Got you, bitch.
Oh, never mind. I was going to ask if you already seen The Monkey, so never mind.
Yes, I have, and a lot of you are going to have so much fun with that movie.
I'm going to go, hopefully going to check it out this weekend, so fingers crossed.
Well, I'm hoping this weather ain't bad tomorrow because I need to get to my local AMC theater. So
you want to get the Monkey?
I want to get the Monkey popcorn bucket because I really want it for the skit for next year's Real Horror Awards. It's just I think the weather is going to permit me not to go, and then I'm going to have to, unfortunately, because of the damn hoarders, pay like $80 for that damn bucket.
They have it up on the AMC website. It's not available yet though. It's I think $48.95. I sent them a thing to notify me when it's available so I can grab one.
Yep. Thank you, because that is probably what I'm gonna have to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send me a web link on that.
Only bad thing is it doesn't ship until June, which kind of blows. But
oh, dude, that's fine with me. I don't need the skit till next year, or like in December. So that works with me.
Like I mean, my wife obviously she doesn't like horror movies as much as I do, but she saw that popcorn bucket and she was like, "We got to get that one." I was like, "Okay."
Well, you know what just recently came in the mail?
Your T3. Hey, Leon.
These nuts. Ha! Got him. But yeah, it's my boy Art.
It looks cool. I just don't like it enough to buy one.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's so cool just to have like as like a corner piece or like something like this, but to actually eat popcorn out of it, it's very shallow. So you're getting ripped off if you're at the movie theater.
I'm curious. How much was that one?
I think I got this one somewhere between 30 and 40, I think. And this was a Cinemark purchase.
Okay. So I mean, I see why the monkey one cost a little bit more. It's a
Yeah,
lot
but
more
I'm
going
just
on.
telling you,
Yeah,
if I have to buy one popcorn bucket for this year, it's that one.
it looks so cool.
So that's why I want it so bad. Plus the ideas I have with it too, appropriate ideas that is.
Oh,
Wait, what?
not appropriate.
Mind if I bring on one more?
One more.
He's got something to say.
Oh, is it the Billy one? I thought you said he was deflated.
No, once he heard about Friday the 13th Part 2 winning, even though he is actually going for Nightmare on Elm Street 2, just because of particular reasons for that movie, he just... Stop. So, say hi. He's fine. See, he's here. Wait a minute. See, he's got his papers. He's legal. All right. Love you. Get out of here.
Jamie, that's the same thing for me. My local theater isn't a chain, so we were thinking about going. It's 45 minutes away to the AMC. We were gonna try to drive out there, but obviously with the kids and everything, I didn't want to try to do that. So I was just gonna order it online and then go check it out at my theater this weekend instead. Which I'm totally
sorry
fine
about that. But I will tell you, though, I would think, in my opinion, the monkey would be one of those occasions where it's worth the drive.
I'm super excited to see it.
Because it takes 30 minutes for me to drive to my Regal theater since I've refused to go to my 5-minute away AMC theater because they got bad customer service over there, and now I feel like they just do not like me because they were rude to me Monday when I was trying to get the popcorn bucket.
Bitches.
But yeah, so fuck them. So Regal is the best movie chain in my opinion. Customer service is great, their equipment's great, and better yet, popcorn tastes good.
Popcorn's important, man. It's important.
And plus, I've been liking Starry lately too. It's like almost becoming one of my favorite drinks ever. It's just Starry is really going up there. Yeah, I said it's Starry over Sprite. Sue me.
Every time I go to the movies, gotta be cherry Coke. Gotta be cherry Coke.
I know, but that's the thing with Regal though. It's a Pepsi product, unfortunately.
Pepsi, no Coke, just Pepsi.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, Allie girl, what's going on, Allie?
Go away.
Steve, what's up, Steve?
You know what movie that is from?
Say it again.
Housekeeping? No, me more sleepy. Housekeeping? Would you let me sleep for the love of God?
I'm probably gonna know it, but
all right, in the chat right now, what movie is that from?
I can't think.
I challenge you.
I challenge you.
Housekeeping.
So, while the chat pops whatever that is,
Eli just became one of my favorite people of all time. No offense to all the
Mr.
lady
Pip.
friends of mine. Yeah, speaking of which,
Mr. Pip.
Love Mr. Pip. It's my all-time favorite drink.
I don't know. Do we sell?
Sorry, I shared my nips, but or in that case, my pib. But
Tommy Boy
and Leon. Yep, it's Tommy Boy.
I've seen Tommy Boy. I just don't remember it enough. I guess everybody knows it, but me. I guess.
Well, it's actually an unprompted scene. Like it wasn't supposed to happen, but David Spade actually just say, "Hey, can we try this?" And they're like, "Okay," and it actually made it on film. So that's why that scene was awesome.
Alley girl, sweet like a cherry cola. Yeah, you know.
Love a cherry Coke though.
Big Rod. I saw Hard Eyes last week in the theater. 18 people in the joint, and someone sat right next to us. For some reason, that's the way it goes.
Oh my
Like,
god, dude.
I don't know why
That
people do
pisses
that.
me off so bad that people do not know the like just pretty much what the theater ethics is of
Yeah, man.
sitting in the theater. Because like my Regal is assigned seating, okay? I always get the outside seat, number one. M1 mainly. It's this one particular theater I'm at almost every time. M1. It's the best place where it's like that perfect ratio. Big
Hmm.
enough screen, but not too much big. Perfect sound, everything. And I'm like, okay, so when people are trying to get their seats, they're not going to sit behind me. They're not going to sit in front of me. They're going to have to go in an angle in that different section row.
Uh-huh.
Nope, fuckers either sit right fucking behind me or right fucking in front of me, and it pisses me off. But I'd rather them sit in front of me because if they sit behind me, they think they can whisper. I can hear you, motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we're trying to watch Hard Eyes, which I love a lot.
but, but I'll tell you this, though.
Hey,
Hard
Kimmy.
Eyes, fun movie too. The monkey literally says, hold my beer. Because I'm a lot funner.
I was thinking, for the most people, the most reviews and stuff I read for Hard Eyes, it got a lot of it was fine, you know, usually my line, but Hard Eyes was right up my alley. It was good. I liked it. Mason Gooding, I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
Mason Gooding. He has my heart, I think. It's my
And it
man
has one of
crush.
my original girl crushes too, Jordina Brewster.
Stupid me. I was like, yeah, Jordana Brewster's in this movie. Where's she at? And then they showed like Olivia Holt's boss, and I was like, wow, Jordana Brewster looks terrible. And then and then and then she popped up a little later, and I was like, whoop, never mind, that wasn't her.
Yeah, I was like, what? Fuck me. I was like,
Damn, she aged terribly. She's like 60
God.
now.
No, Jordina Brewster is like a fine wine, finer with age.
Devin Sawa was great. He wasn't in it enough, I don't think, though. He needed more.
Yeah, without trying to spoil it, like he was fun.
He was fun. I don't know if we're gonna get a sequel anymore because of how it ended, but I was
Well,
hoping.
in my opinion, it doesn't need a sequel. In my opinion, even though I'm sure they'll just look at the money revenue it gets in, and they're like,
We can do it.
we're making a sequel. Like, but honestly, it doesn't. I think a lot of fans are just happy to have another horror themed
To watch.
Valentine movie to add to their rotational watch, along with My Bloody Valentine and Valentine Denise Richards, who's my all time goddess. Even though she's fine, I'm sorry. She's a goddess, so she lives up there. You know what I mean? So she's a
I know.
goddess. I love Denise Richards. Yeah, everybody knows that by now. But yeah, Hard Eyes. I think more importantly, it's just fans are just happy to have another horror entry into the Valentine's Day genre.
It set out what it was supposed to do. It was rom-coms with a slasher in it. It worked for me. It worked for a lot of people.
Rom-com moments too. That's the great part about it. It had great rom-com moments.
And I'm not even that kind. I'm not a rom-com kind of guy, but that movie worked for me.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna rewatch it, I think, again here shortly. But what do you got coming up on the Good Real Hunting, my friend?
Alrighty, what's coming up on Good Real Hunting? Well, we announced it today that we're not doing a live stream tomorrow. I know it's sad, but you know what? We only do it on special occasion, and that special occasion is we're gonna. I'll let you know. 3 people can fit on this couch. We're gonna get one camera, and all 3 of us are gonna be in the exact same room at the exact same time under one camera. That's right.
Adorable.
At Birdie's 2. Second time ever we're doing this particular kind of stream, so it'll be very special. It'll be a live hangout / Q&A, but this time all 3 of us are going to be right here answering your questions about anything that you want, having a beer or two, and just having a chill good time. So that would be on Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And Monday, Matt, I'm not sure if you're a fan of this show, but it is Twin Peaks Day on February the 24th. So me and Jamie decided to do a team up where we're going to be having Twin Peaks Day live stream. And not only that, me and Jimmy thought we need to bring on one more person that's such a big fan of it as well. We thought of that one Chica, and that Chica is Destiny Faulkner. So
Chica.
Destiny will be joining us as well. So we'll talk everything Twin Peaks, or those two will talk everything Twin Peaks. I'll just be a moderator at the background, just kind of like organizing everything. So that would be on Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And then, of course, March means we are up at the real March Madness season on Good Will Hunting, where it's a 64 movie tournament to determine the best movie. And the topic this year is Best Comic Book Movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Marvel, DC, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's in a comic book. It's a movie. We're doing it. 64 best of them to determine one winner, and that'll be the end of March. And lastly, we just redid our Facebook group. So it is now officially a public group. So now you can actually share stuff from Good Will Hunting that we post on there. And I'm also going to bring weekly games to it. So Monday is going to be a particular theme. Tuesday will be a theme, and so forth. And you know what? Everybody's been great. Matt's been here me talk all the freaking time tonight. So I will do Matt the honor. Pick a day, and I'm going to let you all know what day that is.
Pick a day?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Real quick, because I got logos made, I just want to make sure I don't want you to pick one without a logo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Pick either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Saturday.
I'm going Tuesday.
You're going to go Tuesday. And what's going to be on the new Goodwill page every Tuesday? It is Horror Movie Trivia Day, where I will post a trivia question for you all to see what you all can figure out who can answer that particular trivia question for the day.
Always grinding, Brett, man.
Yes, sir. So, and the actual reveal of the logos will take place next week.
Always working. You got to.
I know, man. I was on Canva for a good 16 hours this past weekend, so
crazy.
I was motivated, so I was so ready.
I see that. And then also, you guys are going to be doing your Final Destination watch-along series, am I correct?
That is correct. We are doing a Final Destination watch party in April, so we will do it right after Matt's, which I know, Matt, you will do an incredible job in doing. And we will start that sometime in April. We will let you all know of the exact date when we get to it. And what we're also going to do as well is we will be, from the last time I checked, I'll double check that and make an official announcement for it. But last time I checked and spoke to this particular person, they will be recording actual reviews like on their channel, and we do the watch party. They'll do the review, and then after that, he'll send his community over to our community to do the watch party, and that will be from Scream In Media, Braden Timmons.
Not a bad idea at all. So it's going to be a lot of love for Final Destination in the franchise, with Final Destination Bloodlines coming out very, very soon.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If you're not subscribed to Good Will Hunting, link is in the description box below, which most of our audience is intertwined, so they probably already are. But if they're not,
if you're new,
go subscribe. And myself, obviously, I'm doing, like Brett said, Final Destination Watch Along series as well. That will be starting in March for me, but obviously our channels bring different vibes to the table. So you're gonna get a different meal here, and then go over there and get an entirely different meal watching the same exact movie. So definitely got to check out both of them. The first one coming up will be the original, of course, with myself. I'll be bringing on Davey from Davey Death Ray and Kyle from Flet's Movies and Pop Culture 13. So they will be joining me for the first one. Got guests lined up for the rest. Obviously, I would have invited Brett to come on, but obviously he's doing his own, so I didn't want to have him do double of the same movie. So that's why
It's okay.
He doesn't suck, but that's why
I
he's
put
not
Nightmare
on.
on Elm Street 2 in the finals over Aliens, so I suck.
You're a good man. You're a good man. That's coming up next week on the channel. Will be another horror movies and chill episode. I will be bringing on Christian from Planet CHH, talking horror movie news, Q&A, all that type of stuff. It's been a while since I had him on, so looking forward to that.
Nice.
Also, just rewatched Long Legs, which I still absolutely love. And that got me thinking of doing. I don't usually do reviews on the channel. I don't remember the last time I've done a full-on deep dive into a review. It's just not something I do. But I'm going to change that with rewatch Long Legs. And since The Monkey comes out, I figured why not do it. So I'm going to be doing a full-on deep dive into Long Legs, the good, the bad, and the judgment of Long Legs. So it's going to be pre-recorded, though, which I never do. So I'm actually going to take some time and put a little bit of work into it and see how it goes. I don't usually get too many views on pre-recorded stuff, but it's something I want to try, spice it up a little bit on the channel, see how it goes.
Hey,
and then,
if
lastly,
you enjoy doing it, you do it.
I do, and I love fucking Long Legs with a passion. It makes me feel a type of way in my stomach, so I definitely like it, and I love it, and can't wait to talk about it. And lastly, obviously, I shared it already, but I'm a huge cook at my house. My wife doesn't cook because I spoil her, and I cook everything. So it's a passion of mine. So I'm going to try something, a new channel. Already got some people subscribed. The Rad Chef, keeping it fresh. If you may notice, the logo is clearly a Pac-Man eating a slice of pizza.
I just now noticed that.
So that's what that is. They're pre-recorded stuff, obviously. Gonna go through the recipe, cook it, add some flair, edit it. I'm not the best editor, but I'm gonna try and get better as I do these things. But awesome. I wanted to try something else along with the horror stuff, and I like cooking, and I figured, why not? Why not do it? Give it a shot. It's something different. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to do the first episode, record the first episode this weekend. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, do you mind if I do one more thing? Just because this is mainly go towards Brad. I just want to also just mention too that Brad, my co-host, one of my best friends in the entire world, he and his wife just started a brand new YouTube channel as well called The Fright Divide. They just recently did their first video together, watching Smile 2 to see how much that movie scared Brad's wife and just see what Brad does too. I'm not sure if y'all seen it, but last time I checked, it's close to 100 views. So already off to a great start on that. But for it to continue to build, if y'all can watch, like, more importantly, subscribe to the channel, I know he and his wife would really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I saw that. That's a good idea to get the wifey involved. I was gonna try to do that on the channel, but I don't think I have the patience.
No, trust me, I never personally thought that she would ever do it. And I always told her, like, hey, you need to do this. I think you could be really good at it. She's like, nah. And then she finally got convinced. Crap. So I'm happy for both of them. And for my solo channel, it's not ready to be announced yet, but I am working on it, like the backstage stuff on it before I reveal it to the light. But right now, I just want Brad's channel to get out there at this time.
So go subscribe to that as well. I saw that you're going to do your own too. That's cool. A lot of good stuff. Coming. And all you fine people have always been there and helping us and supporting us throughout everything we do. So we can't thank you all enough for tuning in and hanging out with us when you could be doing so many better things. But you're here. That made us sound terrible, but we're not terrible. We're good. We're good.
Oh, Ashton, I'll share you the video after the stream.
What did I want to say? There's one comment I wanted to read, and I don't remember where it went. I can't remember.
So who said it?
Real quick though, speaking of Smile 2, for some reason I saw it, but I have I don't know why, I have a really big itch to go back and rewatch it again. I didn't think it was the greatest thing in the world, but something's making me want to rewatch it. I don't know why. I didn't really like the first one that much. I think I liked the second one better. I after watching it, I did walk around my house like that for a very long time. And he's now I looked at him. Now I looked at him and now I'm fucked. Thanks a lot, asshole. By the way, links to my link to my channel. The other channel is in the description, and it's also in the chat a little earlier. Even though there's no videos, you can always subscribe. Makes me feel good. I appreciate it.
And thank you, Brooke. She just shared the video. Thank you so much.
Click it. Click it. And the first recipe I'm making, I don't know if anybody's ever made it because I've never seen it. I made it up myself. It's going to be Italian beef and broccoli. So that's all I'm going to say. You're going to see it, and then I'll probably have people comment and be like, that's not even Italian, you idiot. And I'm like, fuck you. Who's to say
I don't
what
care.
I am?
If it tastes good, I want it in my freaking belly.
It tastes real good. So we're going to, I don't know what the video is going to look like. I don't know exactly how I'm going to set it up, but when it gets released, I'll let you guys know. You can make fun of me cooking. There'll be there'll be knives for sure.
No, and guys, I'm telling you, if this is all seriousness, he can cook. From what I've seen and heard about, he can cook. So you're not wasting your time. I'm not trying to use that in a bad way. He is going to do a great job with that channel.
Thanks, buddy. And I'm better than Russell Wilson, so we're not gonna let Russ cook.
Let's ride, Facci country.
we're not letting Russ cook. We'll let Foch cook, and we'll see how it goes. But thanks, everybody, very much for hanging out with us tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Stop reading about Bo Nix getting eaten by a shark in Amity. It's not happening. Leave him alone. He's probably training already somewhere because he won't stop. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate you coming on and hanging out tonight. As always, chat, you have been fantastic. The only thing I don't like about this is I can't. The other one, StreamYard was so easy to put on videos and shit, and this one's just not easy at all. Yeah. I don't even. We're just gonna end it like I've never ended it before. I don't even know. Just see ya. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Stay scary. Be who you are. And subscribe to my new channel.